Welcome to the new Camtasia Studio. We encourage you to watch and play with this Getting Started project video to learn some of the most important concepts of using the editor. If you want more in-depth tutorials that will walk you through the entire process of recording, editing, and sharing your videos, then please watch the Getting Started tutorials using this link under the Help menu. The editor is divided up into three main areas: the clip bin, the timeline, and the canvas. The canvas is where you see your video during playback and can move, resize, and reposition all media however you want. The timeline is where you assemble and edit your video. At the top of the timeline, tick marks represent time in terms of minutes and seconds. When building a video, you'll work in a horizontal manner, beginning from the left and moving sequentially through time toward the right. The tracks are layered on top of each other, so media you add on higher tracks is viewed on top of media on lower tracks in the canvas. For example, this callout is placed on top of the video track on the timeline, and therefore is on top of the screen video on the canvas. If I drag the video track on top of the callout on the timeline, the callout is now hidden behind the video on the canvas. Use the zoom slider to magnify the view of the timeline. This is very helpful when making precise cuts and selections, like removing ums in your audio. New media can be dragged and dropped on an existing track, or a new track is automatically created when media is dropped at this location at the top of the timeline. To change the position of a clip on the timeline, just drag it. To change the duration of a clip, drag the edges in either direction. An important part of the timeline is the playhead. To view your video, click play. Notice how the video and the timeline's playhead stay in sync. Click anywhere along the timeline and the playhead moves to that point. To remove a portion of your video, make a selection with the green in point and red out point. Then click the cut button. If you don't want media cut on a specific track, just click the lock icon. If you make a mistake while editing, press Ctrl-Z on the keyboard to undo, or choose Edit Undo. Double-click the playhead to deselect. Next, we'll look at the clip bin and the library. The clip bin holds recordings, audio files, images, and title slides being used in the project you're currently working on. The library stores video clips, intros, callouts, title slides, and other media assets you want to use from project to project. It is pre-populated with professional content you can use in your videos. You can download more media from our website by clicking this link. You'll find a lot more music, callouts, and animated titles to use in your projects, and it's all free. Once you find something you like this callout for example, just drag it to a track on the timeline and resize and reposition it as needed. Double-click the callout on the canvas to open the Callouts tab and edit the text, or change any of the text properties like color or size. You can find a number of other callouts to use in your projects by expanding the Shapes menu. You've probably noticed the video zooming in and out at times, for example here when it's zooming into the timeline. To learn more about adding and customizing zoom and pan animations to your video, check out the other Getting Started tutorials on our website. We've talked about some of the tabs already, but be sure to explore the others for adding and editing special effects. If they don't all show up as tabs, click on the More tab to explore others, like the speech-to-text capabilities and captions, and the improved quizzing. Also, transitions can now be dragged directly to the timeline and added on top of clips. So we've shown a few ways you can navigate and edit your video, but how do you get content into your video? To make a new screen recording, click the Record the Screen button. If you already have an audio or video recording you'd like to use, click the Import Media button. When you're done with your video project, you'll need to click the Produce and Share button to create a shareable video. Expand this menu to see a variety of presets. We have a new video player that plays back your MP4 video and includes other interactive features like table of contents, closed captions, quizzes, and even hotspots. These features are available when hosting your video on TechSmithScreencast.com or the video and player on your own web server. This player provides playback on multiple devices with just one video, whether it's a phone, tablet, laptop, or desktop computer. Well, it's time for you to try Camtasia Studio for yourself using the content on the timeline, or better yet, create your own. We have lots of free tutorials on our website, and I recommend you begin with the Getting Started series. Also, the help file inside Camtasia Studio tells you how to use each of the Camtasia Studio features and applications. One last thing, if you ever want to open this Getting Started project again to view or practice with, use this link here. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy Camtasia Studio.
Hello everyone, this is our initial presentation of Executive and Mobile Computing Group Development Project. This app is about School Uniform Ordering System. We have 4 members, Aikanya, Kaushi, Ramandeep and Shweta. There are a number of reasons for choosing this app. Firstly, the availability, because currently it's only open for 1 day and only for 1.5 hours. So there is a long queue for ordering uniform. And also it is paper-based system. You need to fill out form and sometimes they mix up order and misplace orders. And if you have this new app, it will be convenient, accurate and reliable. Another reason is security. Currently we have to fill out credit card detail on form, so it is not secure at all. If a person want to access the previous order detail, they have to go through a lot of files to find the form. But in this system, it is easy to access historical data, so it will give speedy service for parents. Our current target market is any organization which has uniforms. As per the architectural information, we estimate this application will be about 25 MB, so it will need a server with 100 GB plus hard drive and 2 GB RAM. So you might not need a new hardware, you could install it on the current server. It is a generic app that you can install on iPhone or Android phone. For server connectivity, you need to give the user account to each family.
Here I am going to explain our sitemap. We have our login section, and when you log in, it goes to the home screen. It has 4 options, which are Order Uniform, Edit Delete Order, Display Order and Report section. In the Order Uniform section, after you enter your child's detail, you can enter your item details. When you confirm your order, it automatically sends you an invoice with payment details. In the Edit Delete section, you have to give the order number, then it shows you your current order and you can edit or delete the order. Then again, it sends an updated invoice to the customer. In the Display Order section, when you give the order number, it displays the current order. In Report section, you have to enter the date period for the report. It gives you a chance to confirm your family details and then it shows all the orders for that time period. Now this is our interface flow diagram for the previous sitemap. We have a login screen and a home screen which has 4 options. To add a record, which means when you want to order a uniform, we have 3 screens which follows the blue arrows. And with the red arrows, you can see our 3 screens to edit or delete order. We have 2 screens for display order which follows green arrows and 2 more screens with purple arrows for reporting section.
Now I will explain the process one by one that we discussed earlier. In the login interface, you have to enter the family code and the password which have been already given by the administration of the school. And then you have to press the login button which will navigate you to the home screen. And this app has 4 main options. They are creating new order, edit or delete an order, display an order, and then create a report for previous orders. These screens will describe the process of creating a new order. When you go to the first screen, the date has been already loaded. In the child name section, there is a drop-down menu to select your child name and it will automatically fill the child class. When you proceed, you can enter item, size and quantity in the next screen. Prices and the total will be automatically calculated. And the last screen will provide you the overview of current invoice. In here there are three options to confirm, delete or edit your current order. Our next option is edit or delete an order. In the first screen, you have to enter order number and it will load the current order which can be edited. When you proceed, it also gives the three options to confirm, delete or edit. This is the display process which also asks you to enter the order number and it will display the order without giving you any options to edit, delete or confirm.
This is our reporting section, which is the last option in the mobile app. When you go to this section, it will automatically gives you the family code or load the family code. Then you need to select date period. When you press check, it will show the family details, and when you click on the display all orders option, it will proceed to the next screen where you can see all the orders for that time period. There is our anticipated data to be stored, and there are two tables, family table and child table, which are already created when you enrolled your child. In addition, family table has one record for each family. Also, child table has one record per child in each family. Next, there is a uniform table which has all the details about uniform, that are uniform code, description and unit price. Next, we have two tables to store our transactional data. Order table contains all the details about order, that are order numbers, date, child code, total. And lastly, we have order item tables which has one record for each item in an order, which contains all order numbers like uniform code, size and quantity. This is the overview of our mobile app development for school uniform ordering system. Thank you.